Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cameron and happy February. February is one of my favorite months of the entire year, probably because I love the colors white, pink, and red. Like my bachelorette was themed Valentine's Day this time last year. So I just love it. I love Valentine's Day. I also love Galentine's Day, like celebrating with friends, also celebrating with Justice. And it makes me excited because I know the spring is coming, which means summer is coming. So that's why I love February. Also, because it's February, that means that Justice and I have officially completed the Whole30. We started the Whole30 on January 2nd and we did the whole 30 days. It's such an accomplishment because the rules are very strict and it's a very hard thing to do. You have to really be disciplined. You have to know your why, and doing it with an accountability partner is way easier than doing it alone. So I'm very thankful that I had Justice, and I bet he's thankful he had me too. So we made it through, and I wanted to make a video to tell you guys all about it. Kind of give you some background on what the Whole30 is, why we personally did it, how it went, what we loved, what we didn't love. And I also asked everyone on my Instagram last night some questions that they had for the Whole30 for me to answer. And I have those written down and I'm gonna answer all of those questions for you guys. So let's get into it. First things first, what is the Whole30? So for those of you who don't know what it is also called the elimination diet. So for 30 full days, you have a set of rules and you're basically eliminating every non-natural bad thing in your body, and you're eliminating inflammation, which is huge. You're eliminating cravings, inflammation, and you're gonna have a ton of benefits after the 30 days or during the 30 days too. So the Whole30 is basically just a major reset to reset your body, make yourself feel the best that you can, but it's definitely something that you shouldn't continue after the 30 to 45 days. It's not supposed to be a lifestyle because it's very intense on your body. The rules are for 30 days, you have to stay away from gluten, dairy, grains, legumes, sugar, and alcohol. So that's a ton of things. And I know for me, those are things that I ingested every single day, especially during the holidays. So I knew the shift from Christmas and New Year's to January 2nd was gonna be really tough for my body. But somehow, I don't know, I just went along with it. I think it's because I've done the Whole30 before and I knew the rewards and the benefits that I got out of it, that I knew I could do it again. I am gluten-free always, so obviously cutting out gluten was like not hard for me at all. But Justice is somewhat gluten-free by choice, probably because the food that I make is always gluten-free. And so cutting gluten out for him I don't think was super hard either, which is great. But I think dairy was really hard, and then sugar was really hard. Honestly, all of it was really hard, especially when you would want to hang out with friends, and specifically in Dallas, really all there is to do is eat and drink. And so going out with friends was really hard to not enjoy the food and not be able to drink. But it was just for 30 days. We knew it was temporary and we killed it. So now I'm gonna go into the questions that I was asked last night, and I'm gonna answer them on here for you guys. First question I was asked is, why is the Whole30 specifically for 30 days? So the first 30 days or the elimination process, you're in the complete elimination days of just not allowing any of that food back into your body and seeing how your body feels, all of that good stuff. And then the next 15 days, you're supposed to be in the reintroduction series. So what that looks like is you eat pretty much Whole30 and then you reintroduce maybe alcohol, you reintroduce corn or dairy or grains, and you can see how your body feels. So it's basically a natural way of seeing if your body is intolerant to some things that you maybe didn't know of before doing this. And so it's really cool because at the end of the 30 days and about halfway through, I would say you notice a change in your energy levels, mood swings, cravings. I would say that is the biggest thing that I noticed, were that my cravings were completely gone, which is incredible. And that's why it's 30 days, but technically 45 if you count in the reintroduction phase. The next question was, which rule was the hardest for me to specifically follow? I would definitely say sugar. Sugar was the hardest thing for me to not ingest because I got into a habit where I would have those Enjoy Life dairy-free chocolate chips. They were like dairy-free, nut-free, egg-free, soy-free, everything free. So I was like, oh, this can't be that bad for me. I would eat them every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. So I think curbing that craving of sugar was so hard for me. And sugar is in a lot of cocktails, sugar's in fruit. So I was eating sugar way more than I should have. So that was definitely the hardest thing for me to stop, but I'm so glad that I did because now I don't have any of those cravings anymore. So I'm kind of scared to go back to eating sugar because I'm like, I don't want to get back into my habit of eating it every single day. I don't think that I will because I feel so good, but you never know. The third question was, why did I do it? So I always love starting off the new year with some sort of goal or something for January. And I was like, okay, my eczema has been so bad on my wrist. I think you guys have probably seen it in some of the older videos, but my eczema has been really bad on my wrist. And I was like, okay, in the past when I've had horrible eczema flare-ups, I've been able to fix it through diet. And one time I was able to fix it through the Whole30. Obviously it's a temporary fix because my eczema stems from my gut. So when my gut is out of whack, my eczema kind of goes crazy. So I knew the 2 and 2 lined up and I was like, this is perfect. I'm super determined. My why is to reduce inflammation and to get rid of my eczema. Also my cravings, but mainly for my eczema. And so while I'm sad that my skin is not completely clear, it is 100,000 times better than it was a month ago. So I can show you guys, you like can't even really see it. There's some darkness still there, but like there's no eczema on the inside of my wrist right here, which there used to be a huge red patch of eczema on my wrist. And I think that that has just been the biggest blessing and reward for doing the Whole30 is that my eczema I think is going away and I'm so grateful. So that's why I did it. And I also get really bad inflammation weight in my face. And I just carry inflammation and stress really heavily. And so I knew eating this way was going to help reduce that, and it definitely did. So that's why I did it, and the hard work is paying off, which I'm grateful for. Someone asked me, how could you have coffee and cream? So ever since the first time doing the Whole30, I think it was like 4 years ago, that is actually when I started drinking coffee because I was like, oh my gosh, like I have nothing to look forward to in the morning because I was eating eggs every single day, which is my choice. There's many things you can eat. But I was bored and I was like, how can I spruce up the Whole30? And you can have coffee on it. So I was like, okay, amazing. And then we found this company called Nut Pods and they are Whole30 approved. So it's almond and I think cashew and coconut. I'm not sure what the milks are, but it's Nut Pods. It's made out of nuts. And it is incredible. They have a sweetened line and an unsweetened line. So obviously the unsweetened one is the one that you have to get. I've been drinking it ever since I started the Whole30. So I was thankfully able to continue drinking that and the coffee didn't change for me at all, which was huge. I drink coffee every single day. Only 1 cup because it kind of makes me anxious, which isn't good. But I love it. I love the way it tastes. I love the way it makes me feel. It's like warm, cozy vibes in the morning. So thankfully I could still have my coffee with the Nut Pods cream. And then the last question, what was the best part? I think the best part is obviously, like I was saying before, my eczema being almost completely gone and just feeling the benefits of being able to sleep better, not having cravings, not allowing food to necessarily control my day or like plan my day around eating. I don't know, it just showed me that food is medicine and there's so much power in the way that you eat. So I love the way that it kind of shifted my mindset with that. But I also think the biggest thing for the Whole30 that we did this time was that the Whole30 came out with meals from them that you can order to your house. And so Justice and I ate those every single day for lunch, besides over the weekends. We would order 12 meals and we would eat them for lunch every single day. So I didn't have to meal prep when I was working, same with Justice, which was huge. So if you're thinking of doing the Whole30, I know it can be kind of overwhelming of like, I have to cook so much, I have to clean so much, which is true because you really do have to cook and clean a lot, but it's worth it. And the food that you can make is incredible, trust me. There are so many recipes out there, so many new inventions. Sometimes you're lazy and you just cut up potatoes and chicken and broccoli, and that's literally what we had last night and it was awesome. But there's so much creativity, and ordering these meals saved us so much time. It was incredible. I honestly don't know how we would have gotten through the 30 days if we didn't do that. I think it would have been a lot harder. I hope this gave you guys a really good idea of what the Whole30 is. Maybe it inspired some of you to try it out. And if you do, definitely let me know in the comments if you're inspired, wanting to try it, or if you've already done it and how it made you feel, because I would love to see how many people are interested in things like the Whole30 because it's very powerful. to take care of your body. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an incredible February.